I'm mad at y'all. Not real mad. I'm not pissed off or anything, but I'm just a little disappointed. I think that's the better word to use. I'm disappointed. I used the word tongue waggers a while back to describe these types of guys that I just have a disdain for. Because everything, any woman that you meet is a possible conquest to you. And that's how you view women in general. And I'm not talking about misogynistic type of stuff. I'm not even getting into that realm. I'm just saying that I'm using your basic behavior and the immature things about your character that don't show you in the full light of you being a man. A little disappointing. Any woman that you talk to is a prospect for you, to you, a potential prospect. And you don't take the time to get to know females or get to understand who they are, because see, they could be a lot of things. They could be batshit crazy. They could be an axe murderess. They could be a bunch of different things. And you would never know because you're thinking with the wrong brain. And you have a little brain, likely, because you're a small-minded person. And you lead, and that leads you into everything that you get into. A lot of people get hemmed up in life, and then they learn later on. For chasing, for tongue wagging, behind the wrong females, behind the wrong women, and they suffer and they pay for it later on in life. You do everything for the thirst of some sex. You people in general. I mean, even you people in general. Everything you do. Bugs and stuff getting on me. Your tongue waggers. And most of you cannot be helped. And that is the sad truth, because you know what? A lot of you are well over 30 years old. And so if you know any young men, and if you're older and you're in a situation in that environment where you can coach young men, you need to tell them. You need to teach them some things about valuing their manhood. Because you don't want to father a child by just any old woman. So really, honestly, if you make the right choices all the time, you won't go wrong. Even if you picking a girl just to date or sleep with, if she's your quality girl that you want, then maybe you'll get better results. Because just settling for anything is what men seem to do. I mean, they wag a tongue. I saw a guy recently. I'm not even gonna name you because you should be ashamed of yourself. Well, no. I take that back, because to each his own, and you know. But you were literally talking to a 300-pound girl one day, and you were telling her that she was a pretty old little thing, and you used the word little to describe a 300-pound woman. Now, she may be nice, she may be beautiful, but she's everything. She could be a lot of things, but she's definitely not little. You know, I really, I watch y'all, and there's a thirst, and I mean it's so, you're so freaking thirsty that you need to be quenched. And she just happens to be some Gatorade or something, because you need that thirst quencher. is almost tied into your self-esteem, but that's not even really important, because the important thing is what happens in the long run, the things that happen to you in the long run behind these conquests. Everything you do. I did a video a while back, and I was talking to you guys about some of my business colleagues being a little salty about a positive relationship I had in another deal I was doing with one of our other female colleagues. And just because of your lack of professionalism and because your lack of maturity, you are a lowlife. And you operate under that status quo. You operate like that. You everything you do is based and housed in that type of low level behavior. Everything. I had to say this because, you know, this is the problem. This is why STD rates are through the roof. This is why pregnancy, out of wedlock births are just sky high. Because there's a lot of irresponsibility and there's a lot of tongue wagging. Now we've all been tongue waggers at some point, if we're not now. But that's what I mean by that. I mean trying to teach you guys something that will save your lives or that will give you more value on your own life, because you need to emphasize your own life. If you're living for some procreation, then what are you living for? There's more to life than that. It's not everything. It's really not. She doesn't love you, but you don't love her bad behavior.